The first important step is that you have the power supply in the right setting. So if it does have the option, either 115 or 230, there's a little switch on this particular power supply. It's on the side here. The ones that we sell on our website currently, the 10 amp and 8 amps, you come down through the top, make sure it's unplugged while you do it, and there's a little switch down inside that you can see through the top because there's a bunch of little holes and stuff. You just take a pointed object like a screwdriver or whatever, and you can flip it back and forth. If you don't have it on the right setting, the voltage output on to the lights will be different and won't give you what you need. So what we're going to show you is how to use the handy dandy voltage meter to make sure that your stuff is good to go, kind of like a troubleshooting. Make sure that your AC lines come in, the 120 come into this side with the N and the L, and then this symbol right here is for ground. So if you're running a ground, then that's where that plugs into. The sticker that they use on this particular power supply, the geniuses that they are, it isn't quite perfect, so you're like, well, which is which? Well, if you have 3 screw heads for 1, 2, 3, and then you got 6 left, then you divide the 6 in half, you got 3 positives and 3 negatives on this particular power supply. We used a power supply that wasn't from our website to show you that it's pretty universal, the steps that I'm showing you. So even if you're not buying your product from us, you can still utilize this video to your benefit. So I'm going to show you where you make your adjustments first. So to make a voltage adjustment, there's usually a little indicator. Now I don't know, it might be kind of tough to read, but right here it says VO adjustment, so voltage adjustment, and there's a screw here, and just real lightly we're going to adjust it on that. The green LED light tells us that there's power moving towards, so that was the voltage meter beeping at me. Tells us that there's power to the unit. So first step is turning on your voltage meter. Now there's a bunch of different voltage meters on the market, right? So you got to figure out which is for you. This particular one has a lot of options, right? It kind of freaks most people out. So what we need to do is we need to find the V with a bar, horizontal bar next to it, and a bunch of dots or dashes underneath it. That's a symbol for direct current. Then you have, you can see if we can see it here, it says common right here on the black wire. So the black wire is your common, the red wire is your positive. Okay. So in terms of what's shown on the power supply, black is to the negative, red is to the positive. Black is to the common, red is to the positive. Okay. Now within that range there's a bunch of different numbers. Okay. Well, that just tells us, if you watch the screen as I flip it, we'll notice that the amount of decimal places changes on that. So we're looking at how deep are we going, how close are we when we're talking about voltage. Are we a thousandth? Are we a hundredth, a tenth, or dead on, right? So we're going to be working with this at 1,000, so it'll show us the voltage to 1. So I take my handy dandy meter, I'm going to try and keep it on the screen as best I can, put the red on the red, the black on the black, and we'll see what it reads, and it reads 24 volts. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, that's right where we want it, right? But let's say it was at 23, so I'm going to make my adjustment. I take this very carefully, and I'm going to adjust it down so slightly. You might not even be able to see me move it. And we'll put the common on here, positive here. We're now at 22. Now let's see if I can set this up so you can see the adjustment as it occurs. So we'll hold these like this. Positive here, common here. Right, it's reading 22. Now it says turn it to the right to bring up the voltage. 23, 24. Perfect. And that's it. We're adjusted to 24 volts. Hope this helps. Always consult an electrician before you do any work like this. can be pretty easy. If I was to touch this on the AC side and then put this to the ground, I can damage my unit, or I can hurt myself. So guys, be careful when you're doing this stuff, and well, good luck to you. Bye.